And who doesn't like the old 70s retro music? Big shout out to Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. I am S. Soden, and I am here in the brand new Soden Bowl Network studio. I have an episode. This would be episode 3, The Rundown. So if you're not tracking, we are in week number 15 of season number 99 Soden Bowl. We have a primetime game tonight on Snypz Television. We'll go over that in a minute. First, I wanted to take a look at my top team. Normally, I do a one-team kind of a showcase, but today I'm going to do an entire division. And I'm going to go ahead and do this division here. We are going to go ahead and highlight the NFC East. If you add up the amount of wins in this division, the NFC East, led by Kylo Ren, my wannabe Sith Lord, hugs and kisses at 12-1, and then Wesley Snypz taking over his New York Football Giants as five-star hustler has to take some time off. So he takes over the New York Giants at 11-2. And then Drill took over a dismal Washington Redskins team. He will be back next season, 3-10. And then what happened to the Billy? The Billy Goat, Billy Hoyle 31. 2-11 with his Dallas Cowboys, man. This guy was on fire 2 seasons ago in Soden Bowl. With the Green Bay Packers, he took him out of the basement in the NFC North and made it to his first ever Soden Bowl playoff. So I'm not quite sure what's going on in Dallas. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles, you look at the graphic here, they have Miles Sanders at running back. Yahoo. And then they have Easton Stick at quarterback. Yahoo. And then they have a rookie receiver, Mims. But they're playing the best football in the league right now, 12-1. They laid absolute waste to the New York Giants on primetime football last week. What ended up being five-star hustler's last game in Soden Bowl. Well, it wasn't because of that game, but he just hadn't gotten around to getting in another game after that. But he needed some time off. But Kylo Ren, hugs and kisses. To me, the best team in Soden Bowl right now. I know we have the Jiggy Man. He's probably going to eat me up on social media after I said that. But I think hugs and kisses right now is playing better football than the Indianapolis Colts and the Jiggy Man J-Rod. So to me, that is my best team so far. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. We're going to move this segment here. We're going to go ahead and move it to, let's take a look here. We shall do our playoffs. Let me go ahead and get you a couple good graphics here for our playoffs. Alrighty, so playoffs. Playoffs are right around the corner here in Soden Bowl. And at first, we will take a look at the AFC playoffs. Again, AFC playoffs sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. And we'll zoom in here for you so you guys can see it. So we talked about Jiggy Man J-Rod. Sitting in that number 1 spot, he is 12-1. Big shout out to J Cork 87, Hall of Fame head coach. He gave Jiggy Man his only loss so far this season. And then we have Eat More Chicken, 10-2. Creeping in. If Jiggy Man loses a game, Chicken may steal the number 1 seed. And then how about Ace Soden and the Kansas City Chiefs, 10-3. Still a shot at a first-round bye. And then tonight's game, Y-Rock and is 9-3. Actually, they are 10-3 now. The graphic has not been updated, but the 10-3 Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. And the Browns right there with the number 4 spot. They can sneak in. They have a shot as well at getting that first round bye. And then we talked about Mr. J Cork. 9-4, leading the wild card position by virtue of tiebreaker over the Los Angeles Chargers and crowd pleaser 90. Also with his 9-4 Superchargers And then in the hunt, we have Ura. We have my New England Patriots who lost. They are now 7-6. Absolutely destroyed by Mr. Timbo. And then the Cincinnati Bengals, King Booker. Booker's had some time off, and he's fallen. He has been eliminated out of playoff contention, as far as I am concerned. So, looking at that, now we'll take the flip side here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the NFC. Now, I know you can see them over my left shoulder, your right. But I will move it in for you so you guys can take a look at this here. So we have Hugs and Kisses, the Sith Lords Eagles sitting at 12-1, and Mr. T. Hoyt 51, 11-1 with his Green Bay Packers. Lurk God taking over first place. He pulled out a close game in Los Angeles versus Josh Lerma, but he pulls out the victory. And then Phil getting it done in Atlanta, doing a good job. He is my number 4 seed. Then Wesley Snypz, by virtue of he can only make it as a wild card right there because he is really a game and a half down to the Philadelphia Eagles, who have beat him once head-to-head. So he is 11-2, better than everybody on that list, except for Mr. T. Hoyt and Kylo Ren. But he is a wild card. He sits with the number 1 wild card position. And the Seahawks. Seahawks kind of teetering a little bit there, 9-2-1. They did pull off a win against Eat More Chickens, so he is the last wild card spot. And then in the hunt, we have the King of Wakanda playing very good football down the stretch here. If you were in the NFC, you do not want to see King of Wakanda sneak in. He may very well win that NFC, or at least play in the NFC Championship game. And then number 1 draft pick, another one of those owners, you don't want to let him sneak in the playoffs. He will make you pay. And then a brand new owner, Go DJ, with the Detroit Lions looking very good and really kind of sneaking in to a 500 record. So he is doing a great job with the Detroit Lions. So big shout out to Mr. Go DJ. I love that name. Zooming in on the greater Colorado Springs area there, and my ugly mug. So we have tonight's game. Tonight's game should be a very good one. We have on tap for you the Houston Texans and a brand new coach, Spanza. I have never seen him play. I have 0 game tape on this guy. So it'll be very interesting to see what he has on tap for us tonight. So I know not a lot of game film, obviously for YROC's Cleveland Browns, as they will host, to me, what could be a very dangerous matchup with somebody like a Spanza who can come in and just give you all sorts of problems. So we'll have to keep an eye on that game. I don't want to make any predictions on that one yet. That game, you look at the highlights there on that right-hand side of the screen. That is the last time that the Browns and Texans played each other. Now, Coach Spanza was not the head coach there. It was somebody else. It was D. Ellis. He struggled. The Texans are only 3-10, just to give you a little bit of a backstory, and the Cleveland Browns right now are 10-3. So obviously a flip script there. Right now, our predictions, our Soden Bowl estimator, thank you to our friends over at mymadden.com. Make sure you guys check them out. Our sim machine right now says the Cleveland Browns will win 24-17 on Snypz Television. Looking down the list here, right now the Cleveland Browns allowing just under 20 points a game. The Houston Texans allowing just over 24 points per game. Offensive numbers right now, the Cleveland Browns averaging just a hair under 300 yards per game. That is fantastic. And then the Houston Texans averaging 232.6 yards per game. Now, don't forget the Houston Texans do not have DeAndre Hopkins. So something to keep an eye on. But they do have J.J. Watt. They do have a brand new owner in Spanza. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm going to go ahead and show you. Let's go ahead and move in here. So here is our Wednesday night primetime football. Sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust, the one, the only Snypz. Wesley Snypz and his Snypz Television. He will have our primetime game starting tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on Twitch. I will go ahead and have a link to this game in YouTube and on Twitter, so make sure you guys check this out. If you are a Soden Bowl owner, I am going to give you a giveaway on this one to the whomever can predict, one, who is going to win the game, then two, what will be the final score. Whoever gets it closest will win +1 speed to any player of your choice on your team. Unless he is obviously already a 99 speed, Soden. So don't be thinking about Tyreek Hill at 100 speed. I can't do that for you. Actually, I will deduct a point if you try to do that one to me. So this one, again, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, and Snypz does a fantastic job. If you guys have a chance to check him out, and you haven't already checked him out, make sure you check him out, man. That guy's got some really good broadcasting talent. A really nice guy to boot. So somebody that broadcasts a lot of games for a lot of different leagues. But definitely make sure you at least check him out. And with that being said, this is going to conclude episode 3 of Run It Back. Again, IMS Soden, and you guys have a safe one. We will see you tonight on Snypz Television. Snypz Primetime Television, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. Look in the background there. You can probably see one of the trucks driving around the Springs. But I'm out of here. Later, guys.